What is up, guys? Reaper's Douche Nozzle here, giving you guys another video in my series entitled White Guy Stories. This is gonna be another video called My Most Embarrassing Moment. The gameplay in the background is Dead or Alive 5, free on PSN. Just messed around a little bit, just recorded some footage just so I could have this video. So let's get with the story. So it goes back to in the 6th grade, and it was like way back then, like in the 6th grade, and it was my friends, it was my one of my homies' like birthday parties. I was invited to a pool party. I was like, all right, let's go hang out. That's cool, you know. So I went over to the party, and I wanted to go swimming like right away because I stood up all night the night before, but he didn't want to. Nobody did, so I was like, great, no, you know, this sucks. So first of all, just to say it off the bat, nobody liked me at the party, especially my friend's fat ass bigger than Shamu's cousin, because I don't know why. Like I guess he didn't like me because he thought I was weird or annoying, so he didn't like me. So what he did since we weren't going to go swimming right away, we just wanted to wait for pizza first. So what we did is that we all hung out in my friend's room, and we all decided to hang out there. And he ended up, because I was falling asleep in his room. Like I said, I was up all night the night before, and I was falling asleep, and I ended up falling asleep, but I could hear them laughing at me, and I could hear them like planning something, but I was like unaware of it at the same time because I was so tired. So they ended up, I guess what happened is that I heard the spray can go off like it was Axe, and I was like, what's so funny, who's spraying that stuff? And everybody started laughing, and I was like, okay, something's not right here. And then I started hearing a lighter go off, and I was like, what the hell, what the fuck? And so I ended up, and then I started ending up hearing, like, I'm not hearing, I ended up smelling a burnt smell, and I was like, and then I'm like, I don't know, my ass started getting on fire, and I was like, oh, what the heck, I could feel it. And I turned, and he lit my pants on fire, and I got mad, and I was really mad, but like it wasn't so bad because I would like wipe my ass on the floor like I had worms in my ass. So that wasn't my most embarrassing part though. That was like leading up to it. I just wanted to like explain how much this guy hated me. So we all ended up going to the pool later on after we ate pizza, and I guess what happened is that he still hated me, and he still wanted to pull a prank on me. Like I guess I was the guy that would pull pranks on. So in the pool, we're all planning like this devious plan, and it was like I could hear them whispering and like planning something in the pool, and I guess what happened is that they all wanted to pants me because they were fags and wanted to have a hard on for me. So they ended up surrounding me in the pool, and I was looking around like, oh, this isn't fair. It would look like a Mexican standoff, and I was like, fucking hey, this is bad, you know. And I guess somebody noticed I didn't have boxers underneath, so which made them like influence them to even do it more. So I was looking around, and I was being surrounded, and I was like, this isn't fair, man. And then that's when the Shamu cousin was like, somebody get his shorts in the pool, and I was like, oh no. And I remember me going underneath the pool, like under the water, and I was like pushing and screaming underneath the pool like a little girl stuck on Viagra for kids. So like I was moving around, and I ended up getting away, and that's when my friend, because I got backed up in a corner, that's when my friend my friend Bruce, like, he ended up like, oh, this isn't fair, it's like 5-on-1, this isn't a good fight, go. And so like that's when he jumped on my side, and he was like, I got your back, Josh. And I was like, okay, thanks, Bruce, man, you got my back. And I was backed up in a corner, I needed help, I was desperate. So I ended up getting out of the pool after he was like fake fighting them, because I guess what happened is that he was just making it look like he was fighting him. That way I was so stupid enough to actually get out of the pool and not go safe. So I got out of the pool, and I got out of the pool, and the gate was locked to leave the pool area. So I was like still surrounded, and everybody else got out of the pool, and I was like, oh shit, this is even worse. I'm like, now when I'm out of the pool, if they pants me, they're gonna see my ding dong. And so I was looking around, and then it's when I was being surrounded again, like not so bad though, because I was in the corner still, like of the fence gate, and that's when my homie ended up backing me up again, and I was stupid enough to fall for it. And then I was like, oh, thanks, Bruce, for backing me up again. And then I was like, yeah, now we could actually take him. And that's when the other guy was the cousin was like, oh, I don't think so. And then I ended up feeling this cold breeze going like through my bottom, and I looked down, and I was butt naked. My friend Bruce betrayed me, and he pantsed me in front of everybody that was there. I swear, guys, my bright ass looked like it was the Middle East. It was showing like the Middle East. And Everyone laughed at me, and I felt like the one fat guy that gets rejected by the super hot girl in school. You know, the dumb bimbos that drive around in a fucking Ferrari their 90-year-old stepdad buys for them. And I was getting really irritated, and I'm mad, and I was embarrassed. I was really embarrassed. Like, this was like the first time anyone's like done this to me. So I pulled my pants up, and I was too embarrassed to say anything. But in my head, I wanted to light the food on fire, and the fat cousin that hated me, like all his hair's on fire, and sing some Dwayne Johnson Samoan chant while I do it. That's how mad I was. Like, I was so irritated, and like I remember after that, because even girls that were like my friend's cousins were teenagers, they ended up laughing at me. I ran upstairs, and I was so embarrassed. I didn't even want to leave his room, as I was stuck in his room all the time. I was like, oh, I don't want to leave. This isn't fair. This is not cool. But then later on, I remember that they all came up to me and apologized to me, even the Shamu cousin, and I was like, all right, I guess I'll forgive you guys. I guess it was pretty funny. But yeah, that's my most embarrassing moment, is when my fat ass Middle East was showing to everybody at the party. But yeah, so thanks for watching, and let me know another suggestion for the series and everything, and thanks for watching, everybody. Peace out.